What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Truth Gaming with Mr EKG, aka EddyK, aka the AussieBattlerz. So, episode 5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out showing you me claiming the final card in the Flash RTC, a Mr Arik Engrish. So, I'm going to be showing you that here. So, obviously, I had needed 14 points, didn't have a hot streak, so I just bought one really cheeky, and then I get into the gameplay. Now, this is something I pre-recorded. I'm actually doing this video with about 6 hours till the full RTC starts, so I just wanted to show you me claiming this. This is me winning. Go on to win. And I win. It gets a bit repetitive. I do this a bit in this game. Winning is fun. So the RTC, I don't know if you guys have already seen, you probably have, but it's Kareem from the Bucks in 1971. I believe that was the year they won it, which was with Oscar Robertson, one of the all-time great point guards, Kareem, of course, and a few other blokes who I don't know. But we're going to get through. I'm going to go for that full, trying to get that Kareem card, 4-spec center, RTTC card, so I really want that one. So, need some RP for hot streaks, which, now, so coming in now, this is current, so if really waiting on network. So, if we look, here is, I was actually a bit behind myself, so it's 6 hours until the road to the championship. So, yep, rubbish. So Wes Unseld actually was the youngest rookie, youngest MVP before Derrick Rose did it back in 2011. So if you're all like, oh, I don't know who this guy is, he was actually the youngest MVP and held that until Derrick Rose won it. So he's a center, which is cool, but he's only a 1-spec, so he probably won't make much of an impact. Small forward, yeah, you got no chance, buddy. Power forward, possibly. You might get a few runs in RTTC. I guess all these guys will. 4-spec, small forward. You're going to get a run, Dandridge, yeah. Obviously, 4-spec, and look at that, Kareem, the skyhook. He was even rocking it when he was a young'un. So, I actually believe, so for you young guys who don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. I actually believe that LeBron is going to finish as the all-time scorer because Kareem was 42 when he retired and he got 38,000 points. MJ would have, well, we can speculate, he would have got close if he hadn't have taken the 2 years off when he was playing baseball, and between when he finished with the Bulls in 98 and started up with the Wizards in 2001. He probably would have beat him, but he didn't, and history only cares about what happened. So I think LeBron's already at 30,000 points, or close to it if he isn't, and he's 30. He's my age. He's actually 11 months younger than me, so he's 31 at the moment, but he's 32 in December this year. So he's got 10 years to get 8,000 points. That's averaging 10 points a game if he plays for the next decade. Pretty sure he can do that. But anyway, barring a terrible Elgin Baylor-like knee injury, but they didn't have the surgery they had back then. Now, poor Elgin. Anyway, let's get on to the next point. So, that was the Flash. Got Arik Engrish, full RTC preview, so looking for getting Kareem. Now, my season. So, in the last video, I was obviously talking about what lineup to run in regards to my untrained. So, I had 4 untrained playoff pros in the end. I had Paul George, I had Arik Engrish, I had Patrick Ewing, and I also had the C-Web from the Rivals Clash. So, I decided to go with this lineup here. So I put Penny at point guard. I'm running my 4 star pros, fully trained. I left Kent Bazemore in because I wanted everyone in their positions. I got LeBron, I got Iggy. They're not fully charged up at the moment because I'm just smashing this season. As you can see, I'm 18-1. This is Arik, and he's untrained still, as is my Chris Webber, untrained still. Oh, who's my other bloke? Oh, and Ewing, untrained still. And I'm going to leave them untrained. Now, I'm thinking, because I'm killing it with these guys untrained, so I'm thinking I wait either until the 42nd game, so the second half of the season, just the back nine just come in and destroy it, or wait until the playoffs. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty much guaranteed a final spot looking at everyone else's lineups. Granted, I haven't played everyone, but if we look at the rankings, the standings, I'm first. This guy's a bot. You can tell they're bots by 0 wins, 0 losses, and usually all their playoff cards are half trained. So Tortsky, I think, is another bot. No, he's a real bloke. But like if you look, he's got 3, 5, 6, 7 playoff pros. I have 11, and 3 of them are untrained at the moment. So not too worried about these guys. This guy, again, he's real, but again, he's got, what, 3... He's got 7 playoff pros also, so I'm not worried. I mean, I could, yeah, I'll be fine. So, I might even leave them untrained and use them for another season, or train one of them to get through the playoffs, see how I'm going in the playoffs. But anyway, I'll keep you guys up to date. In regards to my team, we are just about to do Good Agent, which, oh shit, I was almost about to touch it. I forgot I've been made an officer, grind or buy. Thank you, shout out to Richo, the owner. He made me an officer. I think the videos helped. I've got a bit of pull now with my 20 video views. Shit, I was about to claim that. That would have been fucking fail city. So look, we're looking to go GA again in the RTTC. Something I found out today, which is kind of disappointing. I thought they were going to start introducing the greats, but apparently they're not, and that's why the RTTC cards and the RC cards are like so kind of overly powered, because they match up pretty well with the greats. Which, look, to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed that they're not going to do the greats again, but I can see where they're coming from. It's good to have, I guess, a card that you can't win, that you have to buy, because it would be, I mean, from a standpoint of myself, like, yeah, I'll buy a Rookie Stars pack. I might buy a Throwback Thursdays pack, but they're 1,000 credits. To buy a pack for 6,500 credits, which is essentially $80 in Australia, so that's about, what, 60 American or something? I don't know. If you American viewers, you can tell me how much the 6,500 credit packs go for in US dollars, but $80, and it's not even guaranteed. Like if it was like a star contract pack and it was guaranteed you got a greats, sure. Even then, no, I'd be filthy. But man, fuck. So I understand, because that would just be friggin' annoying if you'd spend all this money on them and then they just given them away. I think they did it last year because they didn't have the wild cards last year, so you literally had to kind of buy the pack anyway to hopefully get a dupe. If you remember 15, you didn't have wilds, you just, or contracts, you just had to match the card, charge them both up, and then dupe them. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I understand that, but it's kind of disappointing. So, got to go for these RTTCs. Hopefully the loyalty for next year comes out soon. Like last year, they did it in July, early July, like July 1st, and told us, September 8th, you have to get this many Greats Pros or Playoff Pros, and they haven't released that yet. Hopefully they do it soon. What else did I want to go over? Oh, Blacktop Challenge. So, if you're watching the videos, I'm trying to do this ultimate recipe. Okay, now, I mean, look at that. I got the legendary. So I only need 2 epic abilities, 1 spec upgrade, and I just need the Worthy and the Canter, which I'll get from the auction house at some point. But so yesterday it was Memphis to charge this up, and guy in my team, because I just used the Gasol star card from the Flash RTC, but I didn't train it or anything, and I put it in, and I'm like, oh, it didn't do much, and he's like, dude, you should have just charged that fully. And as soon as he said it, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I should have done that. because a guy in my team also who's done this ultimate recipe, he said he just did a fully charged playoff card that he didn't need, and it took him from 7% to 30% straight away. So it's currently the Kings, and I was actually going to save this to do this for you guys. So I got a couple of Kings players, which, auction, I'll tell you about that in a second, but I got these guys, Ben McLemore. So I locked them up because I fully charged them. I got about 5. Which I'm so annoyed. I could have been doing this the last couple of days. I'm such an idiot. Oh, well, there's bigger problems in the world, really. I'm not that much of an idiot. So let's go and put those 5 fully charged Ben McLemore uncommons and see what that does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'll leave you 2. I'll charge you up. Right, let's see what happens. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's so much better. What the hell was I doing for the last 3 days? Cool. If they weren't charged, that would have been like 0.1%. Sorry. Alright. That's good. That is really good. Alright. So, that's that. Now, in the auction, I've obviously did the flash RTC, got all the way to the end. So I hot streaked, I used some RP. As you can see here, my goals, I got the 20, woke up, had the 20,000, which is perfect because I was like just in time for RC. I'm actually going really slow with that at the moment. Normally, I'd have more than that, but anyway, I was working and got home, and you know, I'm moving out. I'm moving interstate actually in a week's time, so packing and doing stuff. But I'll get it. I'll get it before it resets for me in about 12 hours. But oh yeah, so my RP is 34,000. It was 10,000 something, and I had a single pro CJ McCollum, which I'd sold, but I was going to save to claim him while I was in this video, but I kind of was just not paying attention, and I claimed him. But you can see him there, auction sold, CJ McCollum. I got bin 34,000, so I took away, I think, 23,800. And I put up my Kawhi because I've just got lots of small forwards, and I wanted the RP. So got some bids. I put it up, starting bid was 65,000, and bin was 85. So I've had 2 bids, so I'm making 65. So, you know, I'll be happy with that, 65k. So probably walk away with 30% minus about 40k roughly. And look, that'll give me just under 75k for this RTTC. So I'll get a 48 and a 24 to start with. But obviously when I get that 20k from the RP goals and whatever my goals are on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I should be able to make it through the RTTC. I'm going to buy some credits so I can buy game nights. So like I've said before, I do that. I'm not ashamed of it. It's not cheating. It's not anything. It's like, hey, I'm getting the cards. I'm here for the cards. So suck balls. In regards to, like, back to my season, just for a quick note before I wrap this up, I've still got the Paul George untrained. So if I get into the finals, which it strongly looks like I will, I'll get, you know, either an all-star, a Hall of Fame, or a record setter. So I'll pro him up, and I'll put the Kareem pro. So I'll have Kareem pro, whatever my reward is from the season, and the Paul George if I need them. I'm not even sure, and I would probably save either this bloke or this bloke if I don't need to fully charge them to win. Like, I'll wait until finals game 6 to charge them if I need to. You know, give myself that buffer. I won't wait till game 7, but it'd be cool if I could get through this season and win without fully charging these 3. Like that, it would be pretty cool. Yeah, so anyway, guys, that's where I'm at. Just wanted to quickly check in, but it's probably gone a bit longer than I'd hoped or thought. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored. I mean, you wouldn't be, but you never know. And if you are, you know, fuck off. You don't have to watch this. But no, appreciate it, guys. Like I said, like, subscribe. Please feel free to follow on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm really pumping this out. Like I said, building towards 2017, my NBA 2K, where I'm going to come in just from the start and strong all the way through. So, yep. This has been Mr EKG, aka EddyK, aka the Aussie Battlers for The Truth Gaming. Peace. I'm out.